Hello, and welcome to the Ultipronon. This course provides you with the ultimate pronunciation guides that may help you speak English like a native speaker. My name is Amanda LaPera, and it's a great honor to be here with you today. In this course, I'll be in charge of instructing you in the first two sections, the core sounds and the deep pronunciation. I'll guide you through the most important sounds in English and help you compare and contrast sounds to each other. Another teacher, Mr. Matthew Byers, will be teaching you the advanced pronunciation where you will learn word stress, linking sounds, and more. These are all key topics that help you listen to English with ease and speak naturally. And Ms. Jale Betash will guide you through all the practice sections in which you will put all the rules and theory into practice. Okay, are you ready? Let's start by going over some of the basics so that you have a clear look at our techniques and how our process works. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, states that in most walks of life, roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. With this method, you will be able to pronounce English correctly after only 20 hours, or 45 minutes per day in just a little more than 1 month. There are 44 sounds in the IPA system, not to mention hundreds and hundreds of sound clusters that are much more difficult to pronounce. However, we found 8 important sounds from the total 44. By practicing them beforehand, we pave a smoother way for you to learn the rest. Okay, let's move on for more details. After a lot of research, here are the 8 sounds that are the most important for ESL students to learn before anything else. Please listen carefully. I, A, sh, y, f, l. From these sounds, you can easily master other sounds which have similar mouth positions when pronouncing. For example, if you can pronounce E, it will be easier for you to pronounce I. If you can pronounce sh, it's less difficult to pronounce ch, zh, s, and z. But how can I master these core sounds, you may ask? Well, that brings us to technique number 1. The 3-stage technique is simple but incredibly effective. Let's take the E sound, as in the word eat. Stage 1. Hold the sound for 3 seconds to help your mouth get used to the pronunciation, like this. E. Stage 2. Hold the sound for 1 second to help comfortably switch from practice stage to natural pronunciation, like this. E. And finally, stage 3. Pronounce the sound at standard speed. This will help you speak English naturally, like this. E. Now that you are comfortable making the sound itself, it's time to practice using the sound in different ways with our second technique. With this technique, you'll practice the sound in different ways to help train your mouth and ears. It sharpens the sound inside your mind and helps English sounds unconsciously become yours. By doing so, you'll sound more natural in your speech and get more comfortable in everyday conversations. Here's how you can do it. First, we'll practice the sound with rising and falling intonations. This practice will help you pronounce the sounds and the words correctly in different kinds of sentences in English. For example, we'll make the sound go up and down. Watch closely. E, E. Eat, eat. Get it? We will be practicing that more in future lessons. Next, we will practice the sound in different positions, at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the words. Listen to some examples. Eat, sleep, tree. Finally, we will use all these words in a sentence and repeat it twice. The first time, we'll say it slowly while focusing on the sound, and then we'll say it naturally, like this. My cat eats and sleeps on the tree. My cat eats and sleeps on the tree. That's how you practice individual sounds. Here is another technique in our Dragon Scroll. Practice sounds with minimal pairs. A minimal pair are two words that are different in only one sound. For example, eat and it is a minimal pair. So are bad and bat. We will use this technique for section 2, deep pronunciation, where we compare the core sounds with others or sounds with each other. This technique is super useful as it helps you compare and contrast sounds which seem similar, so you can avoid misunderstandings in future conversations. Here's how it works. Let's take E and I as an example. First, we'll practice with some minimal pairs like this. Feel, fill, peel, pill, seat, sit. Then we'll put them together in sentences like this. Please sit quietly in your seat. And that's it! It's just that easy. There are more amazing things that we'll explore together as we go on with this course. Stay tuned! Please move on to the next video with our beautiful teacher, Jaleh Batash, to explore the International Phonetic Alphabet, or the IPA chart.